Hello. Sawubona njani mngani? How are you friend? I trust that you are doing well. Ngiyawamukela kwi-Strategic Money Insight podcast, and I just want to share in this episode the big mistake that young professionals and their advisors really are making with their money, which stops them from living a great life and building generational wealth. And this leads to burnout, it leads to generational poverty even. So, I believe that a great life is a life that has meaning, that has purpose, and has lots and lots of money. So that's what I believe. And I want to help you have this great life that has lots and lots of money and lots of meaning too. So if you are a young professional and you're not where you want to be in your finances, with how you're using your salary or the business income that you generate, you are getting money. You are totally mali, but you're not hitting your lifestyle goals, your investment goals, your financial goals, and your lifestyle dreams. Maybe you've been working for a while and getting money, or even if you're starting out, but you are just confused about this money thing and you're not feeling confident, you are confused, as I said, you are scared, you are unsure, you are lacking confidence, and you don't have clarity about your next money move, about how you can use your money to live a great life, a meaningful life, whilst also building generational wealth, so you can change your life and the life of your loved ones, the life of your family. You're not alone if you feel like this. But there's one big mistake that many young professionals, and it's also caused by my financial advisors, because I was a financial advisor too. So this one big mistake is made by young professionals because you have to own up to your finances, even if you have a financial advisor or a banker. You're making this one big mistake and it leads to the killing of your potential to be a high net worth individual. It's killing your happiness. It's killing your wealth creation efforts. It's killing the efforts to build a legacy for your loved ones. And it also leads to depression. It leads to stress, anxiety, and even burnout. But here's the good news. Once you spot it, you can fix it. So stick with me in today's episode. I'm going to show you exactly what the mistake is and how to break free from it starting today. This will be for you if you are a young graduate professional, whether you're a doctor, attorney, teacher, pharmacist, healthcare professional, really anyone that has a tertiary degree or diploma and is working and getting paid for their profession that they studied for, and you are earning multiple six figures, 200,000, 300,000 per annum gross, or you're getting business revenue that is multiple six figures, even seven figures salary, 7 figures revenue, you're going to 1 million. And even if you don't fall within this category of income earners, you can listen along because this can help you too. This is really a problem that affects many people. It's a human problem. Young professionals, I'm just talking about them because I directly serve them. These are the people that I have worked with as a financial advisor over the years. Young professionals, young graduate professionals. But you can watch along even if you're not considered or you don't consider yourself as a young professional. So I'm going to give you a special framework episode. I'm very excited about this. I developed this framework. It's my intellectual property. So I'm going to share a special framework with you and it will probably unlock something for you that's going to make sense and it's going to give you an insight, a mental insight, and help you see what this mistake is. We're going to do a little exercise to help you break free from it also. So I want to share some context with you just for you to understand how I came to realize this problem. So I was a financial planner for over 5 years, working for different companies, one huge life insurance financial planning company, and in the brokerage space also as an independent financial planner. So I've been talking about money and business for over 10 years also on like YouTube. So if you've been following me for a while, you'll know all of this. So during this time, I was interacting mainly with the young people, mostly my age, and many of them were graduate professionals and in different income brackets. And out of these interactions with these professionals, young professionals, I'm a graduate, and also looking at the patterns of life in general, as I study life, and I encourage you to also study life, I noticed that many people have the desire, if not everyone, to become millionaires, but ironically, no one really deliberately lays the foundations of building wealth and becoming a high net worth individual. Because you won't become a high net worth individual if you don't conceive it in your mind, if you don't set the proper foundations. So I noticed that people want to be millionaires, but they do not set the proper foundations of becoming high net worth individuals. Like being a millionaire, is not hard really. If you are earning a good salary and set up the foundations and just start building and get out of the way and leave everything, we set it up and leave it and get out of the way and just manage it properly, you can be a millionaire really, very fast. For a decade, you can be a millionaire in a decade, as opposed to a decade in, and then you just go winging it. I say a millionaire. But if you get a good strategy and lay out the foundation, you can become a net worth millionaire. So if you're a young professional who's degreed and you are earning multiple 6 figures gross annual salary or 7-figure salary, naturally, your financial progression, you are supposed to transition into a high net worth individual, naturally in financial progression, but a lot of people don't. Like the big banks and financial institutions even understand this and know this. For instance, if you have a degree, for instance, and you are below the age of 30 years, no matter what, you earn 7,000 rand, you are able to access professional banking at half the price. You even sometimes access vehicle finance for way less the qualifying salary, because they know what your income earning potential is going to grow and you are destined to become a high net worth individual. Because banks and financial institutions know that if you have the presence of mind, you will become a high net worth individual in a couple of years. Now, imagine if you are a doctor, if you're a teacher, a pharmacist, or a head procurement specialist, or a head IT specialist, you're already earning way more than 7,000. Especially if you are in the healthcare space, but more commerce, more social sciences, you start at a very low salary, and then you gradually grow in the corporate ladder and salary yakhe cool. Of course, but if you get this substitute or SGB post, teacher posts and all of that, but once you get a good job, but people who are in the healthcare space, they start at 30k, 40k, 50k, 60k, they have good salaries, maybe 7. So they do not have the presence of mind of becoming high net worth individuals. I'm not just saying healthcare professionals, I'm saying young professionals as a whole. They haven't laid foundations to become high net worth individuals, young professionals, whether healthcare, legal professionals, or teachers and so on. So banks understand, financial institutions understand that you are destined and you are supposed to be a millionaire, net worth millionaire. But for many people, this doesn't come to fruition. It doesn't become a reality because people are not deliberate, they're not intentional about becoming millionaires. They are not conceiving it in their minds. And as a result, they will die paupers. They'll die broke and leave nothing but debt for their children and families. And I don't want this to be you. So my goal is to help awaken your potential, your financial potential, so that whilst you're also cruising and enjoying your best life, you're also building wealth intentionally. Because, life, life is funny. Sometimes life has seasons, winters, summers, autumns, because Now, if you don't use this money wisely now, life may happen, and it will actually happen. Mhlawumbe uzothola umntwana or two, and you have an extra mouth to feed. You might have a loving spouse and partner, nisebenzisana kahle, but you've got a mouth extra to feed or two. Maybe you've got a bond payment, ne-rent ebizayo. You know, you may be feeling squeezed in your finances right now. You are in this situation. Or worse, you might get a baby daddy or a baby mama that's a stressor to you and your money. You just get involved with someone who's a professional spender, and your income and wealth gets tested by impilo, yabo? And you experience burnout and depression out of all of these things. So I don't want you to be like most current professionals who are destined to become millionaires, but they never become millionaires and end up being in debt and financially embarrassed. So iyona into engenzela le podcast, le show, and this episode specifically. So I want you to have a mindset shift into something that I call a financial greatness. Financial greatness is basically what I created and defined out of necessity, really, as when you are using money in alignment with your values, with what's important about money to you. You know, that is financial greatness, when you are aligning with what's important with you. And in that way, you are able to power through and able to make and commit to financial decisions and make great financial decisions, and also enjoy your life and design a life that you want. And you have to be deliberate about it, and you have to be intentional about how you are using money. So there is an awesome matrix, financial greatness matrix. So I implore you to look at this financial greatness matrix if you are watching on YouTube. If you are listening to this podcast, I will do my best to explain and give you a mental picture of how this financial greatness matrix looks like, so that you can even like scribble your own financial greatness matrix if you like. So this financial greatness matrix I'm about to share with you will help you to effectively manage your monthly salary and your money, and use it as an enabler to create wealth, protect it, manage it, and ultimately pass it down to the next generation, and also enjoy it, like enjoy your life with your money. So this framework, think of, if you are listening to this and you are watching this, of course you see this, think of a graph. There is the vertical axis, which is the y-axis, and then there is the horizontal axis, which is the x-axis. So this is the graph. On the y-axis, the vertical axis from top to down, we've got the values, or your money values. And then on the x-axis, which is the horizontal axis, we've got money. So from left to right on the horizontal axis, from left to right, the money is low on the left, and as you go to the right, the money is high. Your capacity to have money, or the money that you actually have, is high. And on the x-axis from top to bottom, on the values axis, if you may, in the bottom, we've got low values or low money mindset. And then on the top, we've got high values and high money mindset, if you may. Then on that graph, then I want you to then draw, in the middle of the graph, draw another vertical line from top to bottom. And then also draw another line across, which is a horizontal line from left to right. So it's like a cross, a spambano in the middle, and you've got 4 quadrants. So you've got the top left, bottom right, and top right. So you've got these 4 quadrants. Now, in these 4 quadrants, I want you to, as you are looking at this, you've got the financial greatness quadrant, which is on the top right. That's where I want you to be. At the bottom right, you've got the financial greatness illusion on the bottom right. On the bottom left, you've got a financial disaster. And then on the top left, we've got woke but broke. So what does this mean? So you can kind of assess yourself. As I said, financial greatness is a point where you are using your money in alignment with your values. what's important to you. What are values? You can say, what are values? Values are things that you love. If you love family, if you love spending time with friends, if you love God, if you love healthcare, if you love developing yourself, if you love entrepreneurship, those are things that you value. Those are the values, the things that you love. Those are just values. It's nothing really big. It's important, yes, but we simplify and those are values. And as I said, izansi, on the x-axis, it's money. So using your money in alignment with your values is where you are in a point of financial greatness. It is a point of high energy. It is a point of happiness. It is a point where you are able to enhance and grow your wealth and also find happiness if you are in this point. So think of a Venn diagram if you ever did statistics, but even if you ever did maths in varsity, but I'll explain what a Venn diagram is. So a Venn diagram is kind of like circles out too. And when you see these two circles, they can either be apart, adjacent, next to each other. Left, right, these two circles. So these are circles, as I say. So this is a Venn diagram. So if these two things are apart, they are exclusive as slangeni, then the goal is to kind of get the one that is on the left and on the right to come together, to mesh together, to kind of approach each other, where you've got an intersection and overlapping of these two. So the other circle is your values, the other circle is your money. So you want this to come together, to approach each other, so that you kind of get this financial greatness where your use of money and your capital is aligned to each other. Because if these are not coming or approaching each other, then you are not in financial greatness. So let's look at this matrix. So on the bottom left, it is someone who has low values and low money. So here you are in a financial disaster. Your budget may be tight, but your budget is tight, as I said. You have little to no financial capacity, and your use of money is not aligned with your values, with what's important about money to you. As I said, if your finances are tight, you need to start a business, get a side hustle, get more income basically for yourself in the context of increasing your money. But also, you need to understand your values. You need to understand your money values. What's important about money to you? Like seriously, because njengobula kule financial disaster, awunayo imali or imali unayo, but awuyisebenzisi in alignment with what's important with you about money, and you'll crash and burn because you are getting money. You are a multiple 6-figure earner, a professional, but awujabule. Like it's a disaster. Because you are blessed to have this job, and you are blessed to be earning this much compared to so many other South Africans, and thank God for that. But if you are not mentally aware, you will be in a financial disaster. So you have to be aware of this. And then on the top left, you have high values and low money. So you are woke but broke. So you know what your values are, you know what's important about money to you, but you lack the capital and money. You lack the capital and money. At least you know your values, you know what you love, but you are woke but broke. So you need to get more money. Awesome that you know your values, but you need to get more money, or you need to be better at managing the money that you have right now to unlock leyo mali ukuthi invest ikhule. And have better with money management and grow your wealth. And if you are in the bottom right, you have high money but low values. So you are in what I would like to call a financial greatness illusion. So you have the money, your budget has capacity, but you are not using money in alignment with your values. You don't perhaps even know what your values are. So that is a big issue. You don't even know what your money values are. So you are in a financial greatness illusion. So you need to know what your values are and focus on your values. That's what you need to do. You need to focus on your values and discover what's important about money to you. so that you align that with your money. You've got the money, but you don't have the values. And then on the top right, this is where you want to be on financial greatness. Top right, you have financial capacity, you have the money, and you know what you value, and you know what's important about money to you, and you are aligned with it. And any wealth management activity that you do is just seamless. So it's just seamless. So what is the solution then for someone who has money, but you have money, but you are not living in this greatness space? So what is the mental solution? Let's talk about the mental solution, because the wealth management, the money management solutions, we'll speak about that. Let's talk about the mental solution. So you need to do more great life activities or financial greatness activities. This is what I call financial greatness activities. These are activities that enhance your life and make it feel great, thus making your use of money aligned with your values and also allowing you to live a great and meaningful life. So I want you to do something that I call a money energy audit. So you need to know what spending activities or use of your time and money gives you energy. You need to know what people, environments, tasks that give you energy. And this could be work-related, family-related, leisure-related, kanjalo. What are the tasks, people, environments that give you energy? So you can take 2 pieces of paper. One is a positive energy, and the other one would be a negative energy, where you write the tasks, people, and environment that take away a meaning from your life, energy from your life. So take 1 piece of paper, but all of the energy giving activities that you do with your money isn't just tandayo, So for me, it's buying new clothes. I love that. It's also going out and being served, and it doesn't even have to be an expensive meal or an expensive restaurant. Even buying new clothes, it could be on lay-by, It can be a cup of coffee, it can be a muffin at a mug and bean whilst I'm working on my computer. I feel like, it could be taking a taxi for me ngiye beach San Michael noma Gate and walking by the beach. This could be aligned to your current income or with the email or I told you. It doesn't have to be big, but you can magnify it later when you have more money. For someone who could be traveling, if your budget permits, you can, for example, go to the Maldives, you can go to Drakensberg, or if your budget doesn't permit, you can visit an Airbnb, hire a car and enjoy a day and live a beautiful life for that weekend. You need to write these things down, because when you see them and compare them with what you do in your daily, weekly, and monthly, or even years with your money, it's going to be telling, And the reason why you are burning out and you are unhappy and not fulfilled is that you are doing things that drain your financial energy, with people that drain your money energy, in an environment that is draining. So think about this. How do rich people get rich? They set up the building blocks of creating wealth, and mentally they prioritize their use of capital to the things they value the most, things that give them power and energy, and delete all the things that don't serve them. This is the shift that you need to make with your finances, moving from unintentional and reactive, just going through the motions and budgeting and buying insurance and playing, to designing and using your money as a tool to create the lifestyle, your wealth, the money that you desire. That's why good old financial planning won't work. It will work for a moment until you are met with challenges and you just disinvest or cancel that policy. That's why you need to go from financial planning to financial strategy to designing your life. So you're going to have perpetual energy, and the wealth management activities that you are then going to do, the tactics, which we can speak about later, won't feel like a slog, and you won't throw away your plan. So not only will you be working less at checking your money, but you will have more wealth and you'll be wealthier. And not only will you be wealthier, you'll actually be enjoying your money now, today. So, ngiyabonga kakhulu bafethu. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I was able to explain it properly and in a way that is insightful. So if you need more help with this, especially if you're a young professional who earns multiple 6 figures per annum, people who are earning in excess of 200,000 per annum, going up to like R1 million of gross annual salary or business earnings, I have an exclusive one-on-one high impact money coaching program It's called Money by Design, and it's created for people like you. And a course also. It just flips the script on traditional money management and like financial planning and wealth management, like the typical wealth management advice that's there, or education really. So through applying the principles of strategic thinking and wealth management, so I combine the principles of strategic thinking, of strategy, positive psychology, and wealth management, and help you and teach you to use money strategically to design the life you desire, to create the life you desire, whilst also building generational wealth. So you like set up financially and personally, emotionally, mentally, right? So basically, I want to help you set up the foundational building blocks of becoming a high net worth individual, because you have to set up these building blocks so that you become this high net worth individual. But you have to have the presence of mind and also set up these building blocks. So the link is in the description below, where you kind of see the sales page of what I'm selling and what's included in the program and how you would join if you are interested. So in this 3-month program, you basically get one-on-one bespoke coaching with me. It's like twice a month for 3 months. Or in addition to the coaching, you also get wealth management training, like on-demand video training that gives you the frameworks, the plugins, plug and play models, and my playbook on like investments and all of those templates, and like a life file that will help you organize your estate planning tools like your wills and your insurance policy. And you'll also be able to do money values exercises, so you can apply this stuff to your personal finances. And there's also email support, even phone call support, basically get a personalization of and hand holding of all of this. So I hope to see you booking that coaching call in those time slots and buying the products. But check out the sales page. I'd be honored to be your coach. I'd love to be your coach. From this year going forward, we can set the building blocks of building wealth as a high net worth individual. Yabonga kakhulu. uNkulunkulu anibusise bafethu from Chief Kasi Economics sharp. Hi friend, thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please share it with your friends, your family, or anyone you think can use it. Also like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That helps us grow. Yabonga kakhulu, correct moja.